Okay guys, in last session we discussed some basic theory of electric field due to the extended body. In this session we are going to discuss we just discuss about some important formula of the extended electric field due to extended body, and we solve some example. Okay, let's start with the first one. So important formula which is related to uniformly charged rod. Means you have a road like this, so it is uniformly charged. Then what is the electric field? But it is not infinite. In last lecture we discussed about this for infinite rod. Now it's suppose a smaller rod, its length is L. Let's see, comes to this first one. So first case one, electric field at an axial point EA is equal to KQ by L upon 1 upon R minus 1 upon R plus L. So if you consider that is a road, suppose this is the one road, its length is L and charge on this is what? Q. Then what is the electric field on the axial point? So axial point means what? Somewhere here. Let's consider that is a point P on the axis. Point P on the axis. Now what is this distance? R. If this distance is R, then what is this length? L. And what is the electric field at this point P? So electric field at point P is E axial. Then your answer is this one. Your answer is what? KQ upon L 1 upon R minus 1 upon R plus L. Okay, you must be remember for this type of situation that is our answer. EA is equal to KQ upon L into 1 upon R minus 1 upon R plus L. Okay, you note this one. Now second guess. Here R is a distance from nearer end, from the P distance of P from the nearer end, that is this distance is R. So then your answer is this one. Okay, and you get this answer by the using of integration. By using of integration, you just finding out this answer. Okay, you just try to solve out this problem. If any charge Q is placed here, then what is the force due to this rod? So we just write the answer in this way. Force F is equal to QEA. Force on this charge is equal to what? Q into EA. Means अगर आपको you know about the electric field at some point, then you place any charge at the point, then you get the answer of the force by this way. So this is the equation of electric field as well as electric force also. Okay, force के लिए क्या करना है? सिर्फ Q को मल्टीप्लाई करना है. You just getting the answer. Now comes to the second case, equatorial point. So equatorial point means what? Let's consider that is a road. This is what? Road, and the charge is Q, length is L. Now you consider any point on an equatorial axis. Suppose P is somewhere here. And this distance is R. Which distance? Perpendicular. So this length is what? This length is equal to L. Then the electric field at this point is given by this formula EE. So here the electric field is equal to 2KQ upon R into under root L square plus 4R square. So you getting this answer. Okay, so here also you are just take integration. At this point P, you getting the answer exactly same as we discussed in a previous session. Okay, so you just getting this answer. So these are the two formula for the uniformly charged rod having some finite length. First one is on a axial point and second one is on the equatorial point. So this one is quite helpful equation for us. So let's solve one example based on this. Example number one. A 10 centimeter long rod carries a charge of 50 microcoulomb distributed uniformly along its length. Okay, so that's the Q is given to us. So Q is equal to 50 microcoulomb. Find the magnitude of the electric field at a point 10 centimeter from the both ends and of the rod. Also find the field at an axial point. So here the two cases. First let's we discuss about this one, both ends. So you can say that is a rod. What is this? Rod. What is the length of this rod? Let's consider L. So L is given 10 centimeter long rod. So here L is equal to 10 centimeter Q is equal to 50 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. So 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Okay. Find the electric field, magnitude of electric field at a point 10 centimeter from the both hand. मतलब बोथ हैंड से 10 सेंटीमीटर डिस्टेंस काउंट करना है. तो फिर ऐसे काउंट कर सकते हो. देखो यहाँ से भी 10 सेंटीमीटर ले लो, यहाँ से भी 10 सेंटीमीटर ले लो. सो दिस पॉइंट इज समवेयर हियर P. Okay, so this, see, each side at 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter. That is the equilateral triangle. So for equilateral triangle, this is the actually equatorial point, nothing else. This P is what? Equatorial point. This perpendicular distance. So that is this distance is R for us. So what is the equation of equatorial point? See here, that's E equatorial is equal to 2kq upon R under root L square plus 4R square. So electric field at point P is equatorial. So P is equatorial point. P is an equatorial point क्योंकि दोनों एंड से 10 सेंटीमीटर पेज है और रोड की लेंथ भी 10 सेंटीमीटर. तो 10 10 10. So this is actually mid point. This one is what? Mid point of a road. This point. Okay. मतलब ये point इसका mid point है. तो फिर P पॉइंट उसकी इक्वेटर लाइन पे है. तो फिर ऐसे इक्वेशन यूज़ कर सकते हैं. कौन सा इक्वेशन? इक्वेटर का ये इक्वेशन. सी दिस वन. ओके. 2kq अपॉन R अंडर रूट L स्क्वायर प्लस 4R स्क्वायर. सो हाउ वी गेट दिस? सी 2kq अपॉन R अंडर रूट L स्क्वायर प्लस 4R स्क्वायर. तो only unknown things are what? The k is known. K is what actually? So k is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 SI units में. Q is known, L is known, R is unknown here. So how to get this R? So here only find the R. So what is the R? How to find this R? So that's, you just consider this equilateral triangle, that angle is what? 60. So if this angle is 60, this angle is 60, then use the opponent side. So sin theta. So R is equal to 10 sin 60 in this triangle. See, in this triangle you just using the sin 60. Sin 60 is equal to opponent upon hypotenuse. So R is equal to 10 sin 60. So put this value. 10 sin 60 is what? Root 3 by 2. So answer is what? 5 root 3. So now into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Meter में लिखो इसको भी a सेंटीमीटर में. ठीक है. So the answer is what? R. So R is equal to 5 root 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Put this all this value into this equation, you get the final answer. Okay. So this calculation is in homework. You just trying to solve out this problem by yourself. Okay. So that is a hint for this problem. Second is what? Also find the field at an axial point. At an axial point at a 10 centimeters from the one end. So let's draw the second case. So this is the road. Length is what? L. Now consider any axial point P. This distance R is equal to what? 10 centimeter. So how we get this electric field? So here also we use this relation, axial electric field. See this one, kq upon L, 1 upon R minus 1 upon R plus L. So let's we find this one. So E axial is equal to kq upon L, 1 upon R minus 1 upon R plus L. So in this equation, K known, Q known, L known, but R is now 10 centimeter. This distance is known as R here. So put this all values here and calculate this answer. So remaining calculation is in homework. Okay. Here convert this all this data are in meter. Write down, sorry, in SI units. Write down this all this data in a SI unit, so you get the final. Okay. So remaining calculation is homework. Means this type of example is given to you, then use this equation directly. You get the final answer. Okay. What is this answer? So first, equatorial is 5.2 into 10 raised to 7 Newton per coulomb, and axial is 2.5 into 10 raised to 7 Newton per coulomb. So by this way you getting this answer. Okay. Not this example, then after we are go to this next one. You not this full example. Okay. Not this one as well as this one. And calculation is in homework. Okay. Not it. Let's see. Comes to this next one. Electric field at the center due to the uniformly charged ring. So uniformly charged. So due to the symmetrical charge distribution over a ring, electric field at the center is always 0. Why? Let's we understand it in detail. consider that is a ring, suppose. So charge is distributed over the ring like this uniformly. So at the center, so due to the small portion, you consider this left hand side. See, if you consider this type of section, then the electric field is in this direction. If you consider this section, this type section, electric field is this direction. Consider this one. So electric field is distributed over this all this direction. Okay. So what is E net? E net is equal to 0. Why? Due to the symmetrical charge distribution. So answer is what? 0. So if sometimes this question is asking to you electric field at the center, due to uniformly charged ring, your answer is what? 0. You must be not write this one properly. Okay. Now one note: whenever equal point charges are placed at the vertices of regular polygon, the same situation is apply for this one also. Regular polygon koi bhi is, so electric field at the center is always 0. We already discussed about this type of cases in a force. So force is 0, similarly electric field is also 0. Any polygon like a triangle, consider like a triangle, you place one charge Q here and Q here, then electric field at the center due to this first charge in this one, second this one, third this one, E net is equal to what? 0. Any like you consider the square, hexagon, pentagon, any type of, okay, any type of regular polygon at now equal point charge, otherwise not. You just put equal point charges, then answer is 0. Now you must be use this situation in a different example. Okay, let's solve one example for more understanding. A circular wire of radius r carries the total charge q distributed uniformly over its length. So let's consider this type of situation. So that is a one wire, it's forming a one loop of radius r, and how much charge is distributed? Q charge is distributed over the length or over the ring. Then the electric field at the center is what? 0. Now a small length L of the wire is cut. Suppose small length of the wire is cut in the same situation. Let's say I am drawing this figure again. That's initially. Okay, now finally this situation. So this is the wire and that's one is a center. That is what actually center. So small length is cut. So let's cut small length. So here the small length is cut like this. Okay. So what happened? Find the electric field at the center. Due to the remaining wire. मतलब फर्स्ट केस था, देखो यहाँ फर्स्ट केस में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस डायरेक्शन में ऐसे था, तो नेट फील्ड क्या होगा? 0. लेकिन यहाँ पे see this portion and this portion cancel out its effect, but this portion is absent here now. So here some of this electric field is produced by the small portion. So these are the cancel its own effect, this portion and this portion. So due to this part some electric field is produced somewhere here. Here some electric field is produced. So whatever, see, you just finding out the electric field due to the cut section, then the direction is what? Here कट सेक्शन का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, तो दोनों अपोजिट और इक्वली होंगे, तो फिर यहाँ पे कितना चार्ज हो सकता है? देखो, इस हाउ मच लेंथ इज कट, स्मॉल लेंथ L इज कट, स्मॉल लेंथ L is cut here. So let's consider the charge on this small cut section is to be small q. What is the charge on this one? So this small section is like behaves like an point charge. So what is this electric field? Electric field due to cut section. Electric field is due to cut section. So E is equal to kq upon r square. So what is this answer? K. Actually first we find this q. We just give the equation number 1. So So find this charge on this element. So charge on cut section, so q is equal to lambda into L, as we discussed in a charge density concept. Q is equal to lambda into L. What is lambda? Total charge upon total length. So total charge is q, total length of the circle, total length of the circle. What is the total length of circle? 2 pi r. So that is a 2 pi r into L. So equation number 2. So put this value here, you get the answer. E is equal to k upon r square into q means what? Q upon 2 pi r into L. Okay, so this is our final answer. This is what? Final answer. You must be noted. That is the answer. Okay, and only direction is what? E out. E cut section is suppose downward side, then E is upward side. That's this direction is opposite. Net electric field magnitude is same, only direction is opposite. मतलब आप कट सेक्शन का फाइंड कर लो, उसकी जो भी डायरेक्शन उसको अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में नेट फील्ड होगा. ठीक है, तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट है, इस तरह से आप फाइंड कर सकते हो. जैसे ही आप कहीं पे भी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जीरो होता है तो फिर कट सेक्शन करते हो तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कट सेक्शन का ही फाइंड करना है, तो रिमेनिंग पार्ट का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इतना ही रहेगा. रिमेनिंग पार्ट का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कितना रहेगा? इतना ही रहेगा. तो आप इस तरह से आंसर लिख सकते हो. ठीक है, ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस एग्जांपल इन योर बुक, देन आफ्टर वी आर गो टू दिस नेक्स्ट वन. ओके, नोट इट. लेट्स सी, आंसर इज दिस वन, के क्यू एल अपॉन 2 पाई आर क्यू. मतलब इसका सिंप्लीफाई करो, ऐसा कुछ आंसर आ जाएगा. ठीक है, के क्यू एल अपॉन 2 पाई आर क्यू. दैट्स सेकेंड केस. इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला विच इज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू यूनिफॉर्मली चार्ज्ड रिंग. मतलब यू जस्ट कंसिडर लाइक दिस. Suppose it is a uniformly charged ring. Okay, and the charge is supposed to be q. Now here we discuss about the axis. So let's consider that is a center. So here, so consider the point P and the center O, and thus radius of this ring is supposed to be considered r. Then the electric field, produced with the uniformly ring is what? Here, this one, E. Then what is this equation? So E and this about axis, then EA is a kqx upon x square plus r square raised to 3 by 2, where r is the radius and x is a distance of this point P, distance of the point P from the center of the ring O. Okay, so this one is a equation which is produced of equation of electric field which is produced at the axial point P, produced at the axial point P. K qx upon x square plus r square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, now here we discuss some cases. So case 1, so electric field at the center. So put this so if you consider this point P is at the center, then what is x? X is equal to 0. So if in this equation if you put x is equal to 0, so k q 0, so if anything raised to 0, what is this equation? E center is equal to what? 0. There is a no electric field at the center. So at the center electric field is equal to 0. Okay, all of you note this one. Now the case number 2, if you want the electric field is maximum somewhere, then what are you doing here? So if you want E max is equal to 0, then you take a differentiation of this equation with respect to x is equal to 0. So here the printing mistake, d by dx. So wherever the d by dx is 0, if any property's differentiation is 0, it means it means this property is maximum. So when you take the d by dx is equal to 0 and you just take a simplification, what is x? X is equal to plus or minus r by root 2. So at this point E is what? Maximum. What is the meaning of this? Let's consider that is a ring. If you consider this one is a ring and this is the axial point, that is axis. Okay, center. So consider this point is represents plus r by root 2. This point represents minus r by root 2. So at this point center E is equal to what? 0. But at this point E is maximum. So consider here this one is represents E and this one is represents x. Okay, so you just get this answer by this way. See, so here E is becomes maximum. Similar in opposite side also maximum, but in opposite direction. So if you consider this right hand side positive, consider left hand side it is negative maybe. So the graph is like this. So here also E is maxi. Okay, so that is a electric field produced due to the uniformly charged ring. All of you guys note this everything in your books, then after we are just comes to the solution of example. Okay, note it. One example: total charge minus q is uniformly spread over the ring of radius r. A small test charge plus q, a small test charge plus q and mass m is kept at the center of the ring. So this type of situation, see, suppose that is a ring, this is a ring, so at the center some charge q is placed, and on this ring how much charge? So on this ring minus q charge is uniformly distributing, now this q is at rest. Why? At the center electric field is 0, so there is a no force, now what happened? Is given to a gentle push along the axis of the ring. मतलब इसको आप ऐसा कुछ मूव कर रहे हो. Okay, so due to this movement, suppose this charge is somewhere here, how much you just gives a push? Suppose x, we don't know, and you just gives any answer, suppose x. यहाँ पे तो फोर्स ये नेगेटिव चार्ज है, तो फोर्स किस तरफ है? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड किस तरफ होगा? देखो, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज इन दिस डायरेक्शन, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, तो फिर ये चार्ज जो है वो वापिस आएगा. अगर ये इस तरफ जाता है तो फिर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस तरफ होगा, ठीक है, तो यहाँ से भी वापिस आएगा. सो दिस चार्ज इज जस्ट परफॉर्म SHM लाइक दिस, सी SHM like this. Actually it's oscillates, it's a oscillate if you are giving some push. So what happen? Find the time period of SHM. Here we can say x is much less than r. यहाँ पे x small count करना है, ठीक है. So find the SHM of r. So what is the force? So that is a restoring force. Here this is the restoring force. So F restoring. What is the force? So let's write restoring force Fr is equal to QE. So let's put this value. So m omega square x is equal to Q. E कितना है? KQX upon x square plus r square raised to 3/2. X much less than r, है तो डिनोमिनेटर में नेग्लेक्ट करो. इफ एनीथिंग इज कैंसल आउट, कैंसल इट. सो x cancel out, and x much less than r, so neglect in denominator. So m omega square is equal to kqx upon x neglect करो तो स्क्वायर r क्यूब, ऐसा होगा. तो इसमें से ओमेगा स्क्वायर क्या होगा? ओमेगा स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू के क्यू क्यूब अपॉन एम आर क्यूब. सो व्हाट इज ओमेगा? So from this omega is equal to 2 pi by t, and take under root. So under root KQQ upon AMR cube. So this is omega. Find the t from here. So find t. Okay, मतलब take a reciprocal, you get the answer. So very simple problem. You must find the restoring force and put the restoring force is equal to m omega square, as we studied during a SHM. You get this answer. Okay, not this example, then after we are go to this next one, and its answer is what? Answer is equal to 2 pi under root mr cube upon kqx. Okay, find the t. Actually we find the omega, you just find the t. From this relation you get the answer, because we want a time period of SHM. Okay, not this one. Let's see some important formula which for uniformly charged circular arc. What is the meaning of circular arc? If you consider this situation, see, suppose x axis and y axis, you just consider this type of arc only, not full circle. Okay, having some charge density lambda. So electric field at the center due to this charge, what is the electric field? Suppose center is O. What is this electric field? That is our case. So electric field due to the charge circular arc. Okay, it's given like this. See, electric field at the center of the uniformly charged circular arc is equal to what? 2k lambda upon r into sin theta by 2, where theta is what? This one. The angle theta is the angle covered by this one, so that is the theta for us. What is this? This is the theta for us. Okay, so E is given as a 2k lambda upon r into sine theta by 2, where lambda is a linear charge density, linear charge density, and theta is the angle with the x-axis. Theta is the angle with the x-axis. Actually, you just start with this angle x-axis and you just places this ring. So r is a radius. R is what? Radius of this ring, radius of the arc. Okay, so you get this answer. You must be put here. And suppose electric, you want a direction of electric field, then what? Then use the vector rule. So this one in vector form, E is equal to k lambda upon r minus sin theta I plus cos theta minus 1j, where theta is the angle with the x-axis. ओके, इस तरह से आप फाइंड कर, मतलब डायरेक्शन में चाहिए तो, अदरवाइज मैग्नीट्यूड यू जस्ट यूजिंग दिस रिलेशन डायरेक्टली. So you remember this both this equation. It is helpful to solve out the problem. And this type of linear arc, not full ring is given to you, and the some cutting portion of this ring is given to you with this angle form at the center is theta. With this angle form at the center is what? Theta. Then in magnitude, electric field is equal to 2k lambda upon r into sin theta by 2. In terms of vector form, use the second rule, k lambda upon r into minus sin theta I plus cos theta minus 1j. Okay, in the case of second, use the angle with the x-axis. Let's we solve one example based on this. Magnitude of electric field at the center of a quadrant portion of uniformly charged ring is this one. Quadrant portion means what? Let's consider this type of situation. Suppose x-axis, y-axis. So ring is like this, means arc is like this, quadrant portion. Okay, so how much angle is formed? So theta is equal to what? Pi by 2. So at this point, what is the electric field? Supposed to be E. Then it is given E is equal to 4.5 into root 2 into 10 raised to 7 Newton per coulomb. ऐसा कुछ डेटा given है, ठीक है? That is a given data. So find the linear charge. So lambda is equal to finding out. So use this relation. Theta is equal to what? Pi by 2. So what is this? Is equal to 2k lambda upon r into sine. Theta is put pi by 2. So pi by 2 into 2. So pi by 4. So see, E given, r is equal to radius of this one. Radius of the ring. It's maybe printing mistake. Write down the radius of the ring is supposed to be 10 centimeter. Radius of the ring is what? 10 centimeter. Printing mistake. Let's take r is equal to 10 centimeter. Suppose. Then you find the lambda from this relation. Okay. So everything is known. You just calculate this homework. Calculate this answer by yourself. So lambda is equal to find out homework. Okay. You just simple one. You remember this equation. You get the answer. Okay. Not this one. Then after we are go to this next one. Not it. See next one. Charged disk. The electric field due to the charged disk. Disk मतलब कैसा देखो. That's not a ring. This is what? Disk. So electric field, its radius is supposed to be r. So we want the electric field on the axis at some point P. On the axis at some point P. We have to draw again on the axis at some point P like this. So electric field is produced by this one at point P is given, suppose EXCL like this. Then what is this relation of this one? Okay, so relation is given by this way. See, so electric field at an axial point due to the uniformly charged disk E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught into 1 minus x upon under root x square plus r square, where x is the axial distance from the center and r is the radius. When x is the axial distance and r is the radius, you get this answer. So simple way. You just find this answer by yourself. Okay, and you just getting this answer in this way. Clear? Okay. Now if you find this case, it means if you just understand this case properly. So sigma is what? First sigma is a surface charged density. What is sigma? Sigma is a surface charge density of this disk. If this disk is very large, so that is a special case. If disk is very large, then what is actual field? E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught 1 minus x upon under root x square plus r square. If disk is very large, then you put r tends to infinite, means r is very large, you just neglect the x, you neglect this, means here neglect the x. If you neglecting the x, then this terms becomes a 0, then E is equal to what? Sigma upon 2 epsilon naught for very large disk. If you consider the disk is very large, means you consider infinite plane sheet. You consider this very large means what? Infinite plane sheet. So electric field due to the infinite plane sheet is given by this one. So electric field due to infinite plane sheet, but sigma is what? Charge density, epsilon naught is what? Permittivity of a free space. Okay, and this is the equation you must be remember. That's a special case. This is the special case. Sometimes it is helpful to you to solve out this problem. Okay, so you note this in your books, note it. Let's see. So you have a two equation: electric field due to the charged disk and electric field due to the infinite sheet. That is only sigma upon 2 epsilon. When x is cancelled for infinite sheet, for large plane sheet, what is E? So E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. This equation, from this equation, it does not depends on डिस्टेंस. देखो P पॉइंट कहीं पे भी रखो, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड सेम रहेगा, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड सेम रहेगा. ठीक है, इफ यू just consider the P point anywhere, electric field does not change. Why? Here distance is not present. See, sigma and epsilon is present, means it does not depends on a distance. That is the important note. So not this one, not it. Okay, let's see one another case. Important theory: electric field due to the cutting disk from the large sheet. That is a very important one. Consider initially the sheet is very large. Sheet is very large. So you consider this any point somewhere here. Suppose somewhere here point P. So what is electric field due to the large sheet? Electric field due to large sheet. Suppose E1 is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. This is answer. Now you just cut some section. You are cut some section here. Means you cut this disk from this one. You cut it. Okay. If you cut this section, what happen? So this much of part is now not present. So what is the electric field due to this cut section? Electric field due to cut section. So E2 is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught 1 minus x upon under root एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस आर स्क्वायर. ऐसा होगा, मतलब यहाँ पे एक्स क्या लेना है? डिस्टेंस लेना है. आर क्या लेना है? एक कटिंग सेक्शन की रेडियस लेनी है. ठीक है, तो फिर यहाँ पे पी पॉइंट के पास टू फील्ड है, एक E1 है और एक E2 है. तो E1 जो है ओरिजिनल था यहाँ पे. ओके, E2 कट किया, मतलब इतना डिक्रीज हो गया, E2 इतना डिक्रीज हो गया. सो व्हाट इज नेट फील्ड एट पी? सो नेट फील्ड एट पॉइंट पी इज व्हाट एक्चुअली EP is equal to E1 माइनस E2. मतलब कटिंग सेक्शन अगर कहीं पे करते हो तो फिर नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कैसे फाइंड करना है? पहले विदाउट कट का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फाइंड करो, उसके बाद कट का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फाइंड करो, दोनों का सब्सट्रैक्शन करो. दैट इज अवर आंसर. फिर से बोलो, अगर कोई कट सेक्शन का इलेक्ट्रिक मतलब किसी भी शीट ऐसे कट सेक्शन की इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फाइंड करना है तो कैसे करना है? तो पहले पूरी शीट का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फाइंड करो, उसके बाद कटिंग सेक्शन का सेपरेटली फाइंड करो और दोनों का सब्सट्रैक्शन करो, यू गेट द फाइनल. ओके, सो बाय दिस वे यू गेटिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ, you just getting this type of answer. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next one. Okay, note it.